Cortez Cruz.
I'm Annalise Travis.
And we are here to present our EHS 10.
Starting off with not so good news, according to KTMS News, the United States Border Patrol released 1,348 migrants onto the city streets in El Paso. The city has literally run out of space to keep the migrants. The only option that they have right now is releasing them onto the streets, so they're sleeping next to trash cans or even outside of buildings.
A massive border crossing in Texas overnight, as hundreds of migrants trekked across the Rio Grande to reach the United States. Fires burning to keep them warm in cold temperatures. Men, women, children, and entire families lining up at the U.S. border after crossing illegally from Mexico.
Aguantando hambre, pero gracias a Dios pudimos llegar.
Mexican authorities say an estimated 1,200 migrants crossed into El Paso, Texas, turning themselves into the custody of U.S. border officials.
Después de tanto, esperamos estar bien ya, por fin. Después de ser secuestrados, aguantar hambre, esperamos estar mejor.
In Juarez, Mexico, county officials say the majority are part of a caravan that arrived days ago and was allowed to cross into the United States to request asylum.
El 80% eran de Nicaragua, el otro 20% estaba muy nutrido, estaba Honduras, Guatemala, Salvador, Perú, Venezuela también, Panamá, había Cuba, había algunas personas de Haití.
The U.S. Border Patrol sector chief says it's part of a new surge in crossings seen over the weekend, adding, quote, a 3-day average of 2,460 daily encounters, primarily through the downtown area of El Paso. By daybreak, U.S. border authorities were still loading hundreds of migrants on buses headed to nearby processing centers. The new surge comes after a record-breaking 2.7 million encounters were recorded across the southern border during the last year. And just days before the end of the Title 42 policy, the public health order that makes it easier for border officials to deny asylum and return migrants to Mexico.
Some rare good news from the Amazon River. A once endangered species of piracu fish, it's actually been doubling its population in the past 2 months. Efforts from wildlife conservatists around the area has made it possible for this to happen.
Largest freshwater fish. The splashing gives them away. Like the saltwater tarpon, the piracu is an air-breathing fish that must rise to the surface every 15 minutes or so to gulp oxygen. That makes it easier to locate and catch piracu, also known as arapaima or pacha, that can grow to be 10 feet long, weigh up to 450 pounds and are prized for their meat. Their constant surfacing also makes it easier for poachers. In fact, widespread illegal fishing caused the piracu to nearly disappear from some parts of the Amazon. But thanks to sustainable fishing programs that combine education with strict rules and quotas, it's now making a comeback. The piracu population has recovered, says Ana Claudia Torres, who runs the Sustainable Fishing Program for the Mamaraua Institute, which manages a vast nature reserve covering 4,300 square miles of jungle in northern Brazil.
Going on to some even more good news, currently in El Paso, the animal shelter is waiving all fees to adopt an animal. There's currently 1,000 animals in need of homes, and all animals are spayed or neutered. The microchip is already placed, and the pre-vaccines, and they have their city license.
Did you know there is a Santa shortage nationwide? Many employers are finding it hard this year to find people to take the job and be the Santa this year. It's going to be tougher to find a Santa in your local mall or store now. Hopefully it won't mess with the presents this year.
For our 10 out of 10, it's also currently happening in El Paso. The Fred Loya House location is being moved to Escalante because of complaints about traffic. So if you want to see his light show, go to Escalante. And now for a special shout out goes to Class of 2023. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to be in our next shout out.